So I like writing about the Gothic because it's the perfect mixture of seriousness and fun. On the one hand, the Gothic has been called a mode of history. It's a way of thinking about the past, about what has been inherited, about what personal and societal truths have been buried. So Gothic literature is interested in how hidden, forgotten, suppressed things might rise up, might come back to haunt us. That means that looking at Gothic literature over history is a way of looking over time at what people have been afraid of. This is a genre that can tell us what our fears are and why. At the same time as all that is true, though, the Gothic is and always has been enormously enjoyable. So from its very beginnings in the 18th century, tales of terror were used to send a thrilling shiver down people's spines. In the 19th century, in the Victorian period, people would tell each other ghost stories as part of a fun Christmas tradition. And then, of course, people have also always been very good at laughing at themselves, at ridiculing their own reactions to scary things. There's a sense of freedom, of rule breaking about the Gothic that lets that happen, that lets the genre combine the truly terrifying on the one hand with the theatrical on the other, and even with the parodic, with self-parody. So I think that's a really interesting mixture, a really interesting tension at the heart of the genre. And then the other thing I'd say about the Gothic is that because there's this sense of license, of rule breaking, because it's not a genre that's particularly interested in being proper in any way, it also has gathered a really interesting matrix of association. So from the start, the Gothic has been linked with folk tales. It's associated with popular culture and with specific subcultures. And throughout history, there's also been a really strong link between the Gothic as a genre and women's writing. So for me, that's a big part of what makes writing about the Gothic so exciting, so rewarding.